and I want to just start to give you some examples. So let's take a look at TypePad and start creating. First of all, we're going to sign in. I'm going to quickly go over some steps for doing this. After you log in, you just have to go to Weblog. You're going to click Create a new weblog, and you're going to put the name. This one's going to be called Ladies Love Tea. This is going to be its folder name. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. And here I can choose whether I want to make this a public weblog or not. Do I want the search engines to pick up on this, or do I want this to be private? I can make that choice. Right now, I don't want the search engines checking this out. And then I create it. That is what you do. Makes it really simple. And as this thing processes, we're going to then be able to pick our look. Now I'm going to go to Design, and I'm going to choose a theme. Now I can choose from one of their themes, and they have a ton of them. Sometimes they have the look you want. You know, sometimes they don't have the look that you want at all. But as I scroll down, we're going to see some basic colors. We're going to see, oh, where's those fun ones? Let me show you they've got some fun new ones. We've got the beautiful day, we've got flowers, we've got beach walks. All of those are really fun. You can choose something like that if you like, or you can choose a custom theme. In this case, I would choose the color that I want for my background. I can choose the colors that I want here for the post, the sidebars, and if I wanted to put in my own banner, I didn't want to use that banner, I wanted to put in my own banner, I could find something that I had created as a banner. Let's say I want to make this frog my banner. I could save him in and add him as my banner. Now, this isn't created as a banner, so he probably won't lay quite correctly. But in other words, if you have a professional banner done or a header done that you've had done with Guru or you've had done with your graphic artist, that's going to pop right in there. My frog didn't go, so let's preview this. But basically you can see that I could have chosen different colors. I could put in, like my Tea Events banner could be put right in here. So you have a lot of choices. And then you also have choices in the way you want it to lay. So let's go back and take a look at our layout. Do you want it to be 2-column, 3-column, just 1 column across? Do you want it to be lined with pictures, like a photo album on one side, or a calendar? You have all of these choices. And if you don't like it, you click something else and save it that way, and then click something else and save it that way until you find the look that you like. Then you simply go to Compose, and you add, I love tea today because it makes me healthy. I'm going to choose to put that in a category, and you can create categories. And so I'm going to say I want that to be in food and drink. And I'm going to write a bunch of things here. These are very exciting things. Welcome to class. Today we are talking about tea. And then I'm going to go on and write a whole bunch of more exciting things. I can insert a photo if I want. I would just do that by clicking that little image. And I can pick a photo to put in. I can put in my podcasting feature. If I want to choose an audio, I would just go down here to an area where I have audios saved. Click in audio, such as the Tea House Times MP3, and it would upload there so that people could listen to it. So all of those features are automatically built in, making it really simple. So if I go ahead and save this, I can decide if I want there to be comments on this or not. I can decide if I want to publish this now or publish it at another time. So I can choose a date that I want it to publish on. In other words, if you're on the road and you want to make your website look fresh, you don't have to worry about that. We're going to save it. This is a good question. Carmen wants to know, is the purpose of choosing a category for your own organization use, or do search engines tap into this? Yeah, search engines sometimes do tap into it. So you want to choose, you can choose categories and create your own categories, and you want to choose ones that are search engine friendly words, because and you want to choose them that are keywords, words that your clients are using, because search engines do look at that, but also your clients are thinking those terms, and so those are things that they're looking for. Well, now we can view our website and see how we're doing so far. Here we see my newest posting. Now, yeah, it's not real big yet because it could have been a longer posting, which would have taken more of the page. You're not stuck with something that a web designer does. You could have a web designer create a variety of graphics, and you could pick and pull and push and decide where they go. Now here you can see it completely changed my look. Here I would have the categories, the archives, what I'm about. I could have my photo here. I could have a widget here, which I'll show you in a second. And here's some listings. I could also have a link to my shopping cart. Let's take a look at how easy that would be to do. We would go into Compose, and we would take, we list our posts. We take that same post that we just did. And if we wanted to put a shopping cart link right there, all we would have to do is go to Edit HTML and put the HTML code right there. Now, let me go over to PayPal and get some code. So, okay, I'm in PayPal and I'm creating a button, and the item of this button is going to be, let's say I am selling tropical green tea for $10. It's 4 ounces. Create it now. Okay, so here you're seeing this HTML code that we talked about. You don't have to freak out. All you have to do is copy it, okay? Then you're going to go back to the posting and paste it in, okay? Now remember, we're in the Edit HTML area. Now I'm going to go back to the Compose window, and lo and behold, I have a Buy Now. If I don't want that on the sides, I just can X that out. But I now have a Buy Now button. Let's take a look at it. Oh, let me save it. Okay, and so here we see that now we've got a Buy Now button. Now I just saw Jean's question. Jean had the question on, can you use other shopping carts? Yeah, as long as they have HTML code. Okay, Carmen had a question about, concerned about journaling and doing updates on a regular basis. Doesn't like to do it. Totally understandable. There's a lot of different answers to that. You can hire out and very affordably get a writer to write you a whole bunch of pieces that you can piece in, pop in, choose a date to publish, and it can be publishing all year, and you look like you're the most on top of it person ever, and you didn't write a word, and you didn't have to touch it after it was set up. That really makes your site look like it's active, and that makes search engines pick up and be friendly to you. That's a good thing. But if you should choose that you did not want to do any blog forms, that's okay too. All you need to do is, when you create it, instead of composing a post, you're going to create a page. What's the difference between a page and a post? A page is concrete. Once it's up, that's the way it's going to look until you go in and change it. A post is something that's one piece, and then you add another, and then you add another. Also within TypePad, you can create a photo album. Doing the Buy Now takes you to a shopping cart that you have signed up for ahead of time. How does that work? So if you go into, I think it's step 3 in class, it talks about shopping carts a little bit. And I recommend First Shopping Cart, but PayPal is the cheapest, and they have definitely improved, I have to say. So if you choose to do that, you simply would go to, say, paypal.com. I'm just going to use that as an example, or let me use First Shopping Cart because they're the ones I really love. First Shopping Cart. You're just going to go here, and you're going to sign up. You can choose the level that you want. It's a $3.95 to start up. The lowest one that you can get with them, the basic, is $34. You really want a $59 one, or an autoresponder. I think you at least want the starter. I have the Pro professional one, but that gives you an opportunity to test out a lot of their different things. You can do this free for $3.95 for 30 days. Start now. You go in, and it'll just walk you through it. And they have wonderful support. April just recently called and talked with them. So you can definitely call in at any point that you have questions or you need help figuring things out. And then they'll give you the code just like that, and you'll plug it into your TypePad. You can also do it at PayPal.